Most people dream about financial freedom, but never escape living paycheck to paycheck. But do you want to know the one number that separates financial chaos from real control? It's not $1 million, not $100,000, it's $10,000. And in this video, I'll show you exactly why that number matters and how to hit it. It might sound simple, maybe even small in today's economy, but I promise you, this number is magic. And not just because it looks good in your bank account. Let me explain. When you hit $10,000 in savings, something shifts. It's not just about the money anymore. It's about what that money represents. It represents discipline. It represents habits. It represents momentum. Because you don't just stumble into $10,000. You build it step by step, week by week, paycheck by paycheck. And the person you become while saving that money, that's the real win. Now, financially, $10,000 gives you a level of freedom most people never get. It covers emergencies. It buys you time. It keeps you from reaching for a credit card every time life throws a punch. Now, psychologically, that's where it gets even better. When you see that number in your bank account, $10,000, you suddenly feel like, okay, I've got this. You trust yourself more. You think differently. You start planning long-term. Welcome to the channel. My name is Alewelt, owner of the Bravo Ridge Group and Shieldline Financial, where we help people every day hit their goals, whether that's by owning their own home or hitting $1 million net worth. Look, I felt that shift in my own life. There was a time when saving even $100 felt like climbing a mountain, when I worried about making the next mortgage payment. But once I got serious, cut expenses, stuck to a plan, and automated everything, it started to grow. $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, and then boom, $10,000. And let me tell you, that first $10,000 changed everything. It gave me peace of mind, it gave me leverage, and most importantly, it proved to me that building wealth was possible. So that's what we're covering in this video. Why that 10,000 goal matters, how it changed your life, and how to actually get there, even if you're starting from zero. Stick around until the end because I'm also giving you a step-by-step plan you could follow to start saving today, no matter how tight things feel right now. So let's break this down. The emotional benefits of saving and the $10,000 confidence shift. Here's the part most people completely overlook when it comes to saving money, the emotional side. We talk a lot about interest rates, inflation, retirement accounts, and side hustles. But what about how it feels to have $10,000 just sitting in the bank? Because let me tell you, saving 10 grand doesn't just change your finances. It changes something in your brain. When you're living paycheck to paycheck, you're in survival mode. You don't think long-term, you don't feel secure. Everything becomes a very short-term decision. But once you have 5 figures sitting in that account, you breathe easier. You stop panicking every time your car makes a weird noise. You don't feel trapped in your job or your lease or your circumstances. You get space, mental space, emotional space. That's when you start making better decisions about your work, about relationships, your time, your goals. You don't need millions to feel that. You just need enough to prove to yourself that you're not always going to struggle. That's the $10,000 confidence shift. It's when you go from, I hope I can make it this month, to, I've got this. You carry yourself differently. You hold boundaries better. You're not scrambling anymore. You're strategizing. I've seen it happen in real life. Someone saves their first $10,000 and they suddenly have the courage to negotiate their salary, start a business, leave a toxic job, move to a better place. Not because $10,000 is enough to retire on, but it gives them just enough breathing room to stop operating from fear. That's why this number matters so much. It's not just a milestone, it's a mindset unlock. So if you've ever thought saving thousands of dollars won't change my life, trust me, it'll do more than you think. Now, before we cover the real world benefits of saving $10,000, I ask that you like the video and subscribe to the channel. It's 100% free and tells YouTube to show our videos to more people that could use the help. Now, let's get back to the video. The practical power of saving $10,000. All right, now let's shift gears. Let's talk about the practical benefits. What does saving that kind of money actually do for you in real world terms? First and foremost, it becomes your emergency fund. Flat tire, lose your job, medical bill. According to Bankrate's yearly emergency savings report, 46% of Americans have enough emergency savings to cover 3 months of expenses, while 24% have no savings at all. When you have that $10,000 at the bank, you're no longer borrowing from credit cards at 25% interest. You're not freaking out at every surprise expense. You're just handling life like a grown adult with a game plan. Number 2, you get leverage. Let's say an amazing deal pops up, a used car that's way under market value, a flight for your dream vacation on a flash sale, or even a down payment on a rental property or a side hustle equipment. If you've got $10K already, you can move fast. You can say yes without panic. Most people can't take opportunities because they're too busy digging out of holes. When you've saved that first 10,000, you're finally above the hole. Third, you sleep better. And I don't just mean this metaphorically. You're not laying awake stressing about bills. You're not compulsively checking your bank balance before swiping your credit card. You know where you stand. You've got a buffer. That peace of mind shows up in your health, your relationships, and your productivity. And here's a little bonus that no one talks about. Banks, lenders, even potential business partners, you seem more trustworthy, more stable, more investable. Why? Because someone who has the discipline to save 10 grand is someone who can probably handle a mortgage, a car loan, or even a startup. So don't think of that 10K as just sitting there. It's working for you in more ways than you realize. It's your launching pad. Why most people never save and how you can. So let's be honest here. If saving $10,000 is so powerful, why do so few people actually do it? It's not because they don't make enough. I mean, sure, income plays a role, but there are people earning six figures, still living paycheck to paycheck. So it's not about income. It's about habits and mindset. Let's go over a few of the real reasons most people never hit that 10K savings mark. Number one, they don't track their money. Seriously. Most people have no idea where their money goes. Subscriptions, impulse buys, daily coffee runs, it's death by 1,000 cuts. If you don't measure it, you can't manage it. And that's not a cliche, it's the truth. Number two, they make saving optional. Most people treat savings like, I'll just put away what's left over at the end of the month. Well, spoiler alert, there's never anything left. The wealthy, now they flip that on its head. Save first, spend what's left. That's how you build margin. Number three, lifestyle creep. You get a raise, you upgrade your car. You pay off a credit card, you celebrate with a trip. And just like that, the goalposts just keep moving. If you're always upgrading, you'll never get ahead. Number four, they believe it's too late or too little. They think, what's $50 going to do? Or I should have started this years ago. Well, let me tell you something. You start today with what you have, even if that's $20. Because it's not about how much you save right now. It's about becoming the kind of person who saves. Now, here's the shift. You can become the person who saves $10,000. It's not flashy, it's not just overnight, but it's doable and it's transformational. So how do you do it? Well, let's go over a few simple rules that make a big difference. For one, pay yourself first. Even if it's just 10% of your paycheck, automate it. Get it out of your checking before you can touch it. Cut one category. Pick just one expense category, eating out, shopping, subscriptions, and go hard on trimming it for 90 days. Make it visual. Track your progress. Use a savings tracker on your fridge, your phone, wherever. Watching that number grow is motivating. Use extra money. Tax refunds, bonuses, side hustle money. Throw it all at the savings until you hit your 10K. That kind of windfall adds up really fast. Remind yourself why. You're not just saving money. You're buying freedom, peace of mind, and opportunity. Put a photo on your phone background. Write a sticky note on your mirror. Stay connected to your reason. Tools that actually help you save. Okay, so you're committed. You've decided I will save $10,000, but now what? Let's talk tools, because having the right system in place can make or break your progress. And the truth is, the best budgeting tool is the one you'll actually stick to. So in this section, I'm going to walk you through a few popular tools and systems and show you how you could pick one that fits your life. Let's cover the top budgeting apps that work if you're more of a tap and go person. Let me walk you through a few of the app options. Number one, Monarch Money. Monarch is one of my top picks. You've probably heard me say it before. It's super clean, pulls in your accounts, and lets you set up custom categories and goals. The best part, you could set up savings targets like $10,000 and actually watch your progress over time. I use this personally and have partnered with Monarch Money to give you a 50% discount on your first year. You'll find that link down in the description. Number two, Copilot Money. Think of this one like budgeting with a personal trainer. It learns from your transactions, auto-categorizes your spending, and gives you weekly feedback. If you like seeing your progress laid out in little nudges, Copilot's great for accountability. Now, it can only be used on Apple products, so if you have an Android, this one isn't for you. Number three, EveryDollar. Built by the Dave Ramsey team, this one uses the zero-based budgeting method, all about giving every dollar a job. If you want something simple and backed by Dave Ramsey team, this one's for you. Number four, Simple Budget. Sometimes less is more. Simple Budget is bare bones, but if you want a digital envelope system or to really tighten things up, this one's effective. Number five, Origin. This one's newer and leans towards wealth building and investing too. Think of it like a financial health app for the long term. The bottom line, there's no perfect tool. There's just the one that you'll use. So try a few, experiment, combine a spreadsheet with an app, or stick with paper and pen. What matters is that you're tracking, adjusting, and making progress. Your step-by-step plan to save 10K. Let's wrap this up with something tangible. You've learned the why, you've seen the mindset shift, you've got tools in your pocket. Now let's talk how. Here's a step-by-step plan to save your first $10,000, no matter where you're starting from. Step 1, know your numbers. Before you could fix it, you have to face it. Write down exactly how much money is coming in every month, then track every dollar going out. Rent, bills, food, subscriptions, fun. Don't guess. Look at your bank statements for the last 2 to 3 months. This is your financial baseline. It tells you where the leaks are and where the opportunity lives. Step 2, pick a budgeting method. Once you know your numbers, it's time to give them a system. So pick one of these frameworks. The 50-30-20, which is 50% needs, 30% wants, 20% savings. 65-20-15 rule, which is 65% needs, 20% savings, 15% wants. And the 70-20-10, 70% needs, 20% savings, and 10% giving or investing. There's no wrong answer. Just choose the one that you could stick to. Step 3, automate your savings. Set it, forget it, let it grow. Open a high-yield savings account, link it to your checking, then set up an automatic transfer from the moment you get paid. Even if it's just $50 a week, that's $2,600 a year. Combine that with tax refund, a bonus, or a side hustle, and $10,000 is no longer far away. Step 4, cut the hidden drains. Every dollar you save now fast tracks your freedom later. Cancel subscriptions you don't use. Eat out one less time per week. Switch to a cheaper phone plan like Mint Mobile or even shop your insurance. Every $10, $20 you find matters. Step 5, add one stream of extra income. Saving is powerful, but adding income multiplies your efforts. Freelance a skill, flip items on Facebook Marketplace, pick up a weekend shift, drive Uber once a week, sell something that you're no longer using. This doesn't have to be permanent. It's just one small thing to add another $100 to $300 a month. That alone could shave 6 to 12 months off your savings journey. Step 6, track your progress visually. Here's the fun part. Gamify your savings. Use a thermometer tracker. Make a Google sheet. Turn it into a challenge with your spouse, your friends, or even just yourself. Every $1,000 milestone you hit is proof that you're changing your future. Saving $10,000 isn't just about the money. It's about who you become along the way. Someone in control, someone with options, someone who doesn't panic when life throws a curveball. So whether it takes you 6 months, a year, or even longer, you are not falling behind. You're building something that most people never do. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, I'm rooting for you. Now go save that $10,000.